Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Love and Hips TV.
Welcome. What? Welcome back.
That's right. Can't be covering up our face.
Y'all can't be showing. I show my face. We ain't been in the studio in about a month now.
Wow.
You know, we ready to come back and talk.
Yeah, we was. we was.
We miss y'all.
Yeah. We had our time off though for the holidays and all that. So you know, you got to do that kind of stuff.
Yes, you do.
Family time, chill time.
Yeah. Enjoy it. Even though
we've been busy like we always are anyway.
Living life as usual.
Always doing something.
As usual.
One of us is into something. Trust and believe.
Hey, that's what happens when you get over 40, honey. You just start living your life.
You sure do, because honey, it's too short. You got to enjoy your time.
All right.
Because you know it ain't guaranteed.
Ain't nothing guaranteed. Ain't nothing guaranteed.
Well, we got a great show for y'all. We were supposed to have Michael Collier on the show today, but unfortunately he couldn't be with us because he's doing his stand-up and times and things got flipped around, so we will have him on another show.
And we understand.
But we got a surprise guest for y'all, so y'all just got to stay tuned.
We got a good one.
Yes, we do. We are so excited to talk to him.
Yes.
So, but right now we're going to talk about us.
We should.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do best.
So, yeah, just a little bit of something that's going on with me. You know, I just been out, just back out, trying to get out and to do some things. I used to be, big on going to like networking events and meeting people, because that's what I do, running my mouth, So I had the opportunity to go to an event actually at the Underground. It's a company called The Connect, and it's an entertainment industry networking event. And it was just people there from, you name it, all kinds of different artists were there. Up and coming artists were performing. I got to talk to a whole lot of new artists, and our guys, you name it, makeup artists, people's businesses, and it was just a really, really good networking event that I went to. Hadn't been down in the Underground for a long time.
Right.
So, yeah.
I haven't either.
Man, I'm serious. I was like, the Underground, and we got down there, people was looking for the event, and it was actually down on the inside. So we actually went down in there. Yeah. So that was it. It was actually at a gallery down there called the MC Gallery.
Okay.
And it's really, really nice inside. Really nice studio space, nice event space down there. And we had a good time. So... they had some food vendors down in there, and this one girl down there, they had a drink, the booth for the drinks. Man, she ain't no joke. No. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I ain't trying to get drunk down in here, but yeah, she ain't no joke. So it was really, really good. I had a lot of fun, and other than that, I just been hanging out in Atlanta, going to some new places. Me and my daughter checked out Mojave restaurant, and it was really good.
I gotta check that out.
Yes, it's really nice.
And it's Mojave.
Mojave.
I gotta check that out. I see that.
It's real grown and sexy, and they got a little deck you can sit outside, and it's sitting on the water, like raised. I think it runs along that same stretch of road, like raised on the river and all of that. And they got another one called Canoe.
That's the one on the lake. Now that's a date night spot.
Baby, they said that's a date night.
Let me get me a boo real quick, because we gotta go.
You gotta get booed up.
I gotta get booed up.
So I'm gonna have to
find me a boo. Find you a boo. That's all we're gonna say. Find you one.
Take me to Canoe. But yeah, we had a good time in Mojave. So just been checking out some new stuff, and then hanging out a little bit. That's about it for me.
You know how you do, Kate. You know how you do, Toy.
What's going on, KP?
You know your girl KP. It's your girl KP, Miss Decatur. So let me tell you what I've been up to. Of course, like I said before, I am still in school. Still holding that 8.6 GPA. Yeah, still on the dean's list. Still doing my thing. So let's be clear about that part. So I'm definitely stoked about that. Also, I've been working with Def Jam and Route Runner Entertainment, Media Girls Entertainment. Just a lot in the the networking field, and I have had the pleasure of dealing with a lot of new artists here in Atlanta. We just went to the HBCU Greek Festival this weekend at downtown at Morris Brown. Shout out to Morris Brown.
It's back functioning, right?
It was stupid.
Yeah.
From AKA A's to the Q dolls, the Kappas doing that little thing right there. I was like,
they actually having school back in Morris Brown. So
So went welcome there. Back. Welcome. Shout out to Def Jam and Route Runner Management for that dope event. We got a new artist called Suave. Y'all check him out. He's definitely amazing. I also had the pleasure of going to Jagged Edge. They did a concert at Nouveau Bar and Grill. And when I tell y'all, Nouveau Bar and Grill is some grown and sexy shit.
Oh, okay. So that's one of the ones I got to check out too.
That's what but see, that you can go with your girls. Like, we can get a table and vibe out. Okay. It's amazing. So shout out to the owner, Ebony. I love that place. Jagged Edge, they did their thing, sold out. Janae Entertainment, Antonio rocked out. I met Julio the Don, what is that? I'm mixing it up. Julio Jones, Polo the Don. My boy PT, Pastor Troy. It was so amazing. It's just like this networking. It's like Toy said, you know. Once you in it, you in it. Mm-hmm. I've been doing it. We've been doing this for a while, but I'm in it. And I love it. Like, this is a passion. So just networking for me, meeting different artists, pulling up at video shoots. Just it's amazing. So you know, your girl KP. On top of being a mother in school, and I'm also trying to, you know, I'm gonna get my career back with get my career back. But I am gonna Classics Boutique, I'm definitely going to bring that back. I've kind of let that lax a little bit. Me and you both have let that lax, but I'm going to bring that back. I'm also thinking about dropping a new t-shirt line. I'm also thinking about another project I got working. So, you know, my Capricorn self, my mind just keeps going.
Don't either, child.
I'm always ready. I'm always thinking of a plan, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody take care of me more than me. That's true. So I got to do what I got to do. So
people always like, Toy, you always got a new project, but you always doing something else. That's how it is.
You got to.
You know, you constantly got to be reinventing yourself, especially when you're in this industry.
Life is short, yes.
And so you just got to keep yourself viable.
So that's a good one, because in this industry, it's a lot of younger people. Mm-hmm. I can tell y'all, most of these events I pull up on, these kids are 20-something years old. I'm 40. Mm-hmm. But thank God I don't look like I'm 40, because I can blend in with the youngest. Exactly. But baby,
but it'd be a lot of young ones. It was a lot of young ones at the one that I was at too.
None but young people. None but them. But I love it.
They keep showing off and doing their thing. So
absolutely.
They keep you on point. Approaching me and asking me about the show and this, that, and the other. So it was just good, you know.
Let me tell you, marketing
back out there. Yeah.
You gotta market. You gotta market yourself. If you don't market yourself in this world, you're not gonna make it, because nobody ain't gonna know who you are.
So we done talked about what's going on in the world.
Yes, ma'am.
No, in our world.
In our world. So we're going to talk about, since we talked about what's going on in our world, I want to talk about what your girl got her segment, you know, on the beat with Toy Cherie. Let's see what we're going to talk about today.
Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey break up. After over 1 year of being together, the seemingly perfect power couple decide to call it quits. Allegedly, sources say Lori wants to have fun and be free. Michael is a great guy. Although she is sad that the relationship didn't work out, she is moving on. U.S. school and mass shootings have reached an all-time high in 2022. On May 24, 2022, 19 children and 2 teachers were killed in a school shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. The deadliest attack since the massacre at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, a decade ago. Mass shootings show no signs of slowing down. According to the Gun Violence Archives, it counts 42 mass shootings from May 1st through May 23rd, 2022 alone. That includes the racist attack on a Buffalo, New York grocery store on May 14th, in which 10 people were killed. The only hope that we have as citizens is knowing that all these shootings were preventable. So it is way past time for our lawmakers to figure out a way to control guns in our country and put a stop to all this senseless killing. Queen Latifah speaks out about being an advocate for plus-size women. Queen is opening up about her journey with body image, including being diagnosed with obesity. The Oscar-nominated actress dropped by Red Table Talk on Wednesday to discuss her It's Bigger Than Me campaign, which seeks to change the stigma associated with obesity. The baby formula shortage sweeping the U.S. has triggered a political crisis for President Joe Biden and is continuing to distress parents, caregivers, and medical professionals as they still find the vital product difficult to obtain. Reports of the shortage is troubling intensive care units for newborns, as well as creating a black market for the scarce product, despite a concerted effort at the highest levels of government to get a hold on the crisis. Due to inflation, gas prices are soaring. The U.S. average for the price of a gallon of regular gas hit $4.96, according to the most recent reading from AAA Wednesday. It marked the 12th straight day and the 29th time in the last 30 days that gas has set a record in America. With the summer travel season just getting underway, demand for gasoline, coupled with the cutoff of Russian oil shipments due to the war in Ukraine, is sending oil prices higher on global markets. According to AAA, the national average for gasoline could be close to $6 by later this summer. Congratulations are in order for Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. The singer and Fenty founder has given birth to a healthy baby boy born on May 13th, according to multiple reports. This is their first child together. Congratulations on your new bundle of joy. Comedians D.L. Hughley and Monique have publicly been at odds over what's been widely referred to as a contract dispute after sharing the bill at a show in Detroit in May. Both parties said that according to their individual contracts, they were supposed to headline the show. The initial disagreement has since expanded into a multifaceted feud that spared a lot of social media posts and persistent commentary from those on the sidelines. Hey, it's your girl Toy Cherie. Make sure you all tune into On the Beat with Toy Cherie, only on Love and Hips TV.
Hey, Mr. James.
Hello.
I hear you. Can you turn your phone sideways for me? What?
Oh, it said now my. Oh.
Well, turn it back the other way.
Yeah, just turn it back the other way. It's fine.
Well, we have our guest here. We are trying to have a few technical difficulties, but we have Mr. Hawthorne James, actor Hawthorne James, on the show with us today. So,
AKA Big Red. Big Red.
So we are so excited to be about to talk to him. So just bear with us for a moment
while we get him situated and everything. So while we're waiting on him to get situated, Toy, let's talk about On the Beat with Toy Cherie, because
it was a lot of material.
A lot of material, and definitely major shout out to Rihanna.
Oh yeah,
and A$AP. That is amazing. I love those two.
They baby boy.
I love those two.
I guess they haven't announced the name or whatever.
No.
I hadn't heard that yet, but they did give birth to a baby boy on May the 13th.
Right.
And what else was on there? It was a lot of stuff. I talked about the beef between D.L. Hughley and Monique.
Girl, what about that? Because Monique just got back into it. She was blackballed. You would think she would come back into it.
Well, the thing is,
but she wants some drama.
Both of them was supposed to be headlining the same show. So they arguing about who was the headliner.
Right.
He's saying he got it on paper that he's the headliner.
And
she said that she's got it on contract.
Right.
And this, that, and the other. So instead of them, both of them ended up doing the show and splitting whatever the situation was. He still ended up headlining because he came on afterwards. But before, she done got on stage and just ripped him. On stage.
But was that necessary?
I didn't, and it's still an ongoing thing because they still on she's still on social media. She's on there with her husband, like talking about part 1, part 2, part 3. I'm like, you still talking about this situation? And I love me some Monique, but I'm just like, let that thing go. Like,
right, you just got back in the dough. Like, you should, but you know what?
When I'm telling you some personal stuff, like talking about some stuff that happened with his daughter.
But let me tell you why she's doing that. She's trying to get back relevant. That people love drama. People love mess.
People do.
So you know what she's trying to do. She's trying to get relevant
but
again.
You can't be doing your brother like it, though.
Girl, let me tell you, money will break you. Money will make or break you.
I didn't like that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, stay just like that. Stay like that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And what else I have on there? I mean, it's just so much stuff going on.
It is, and it's the sad. Like on our last show, we looked at that clip of the video of the guy that's
talked
and
about
that was a little
shootings.
too much. But the sad part about it, they're still doing it.
Well,
it's still going.
Since we've been gone for like a month, they had the one in Uvalde that was with the kids, and it was just sick.
Even the one they just did last Saturday night with the Amber Alert, the one in Amber Alert in Covington, Georgia, where the father took the 1-year-old child, shot him, shot the baby, shot himself, shot the grandmother. I was like, what is wrong with these people? I didn't know all of that had
This happened
Saturday.
I know that.
I know your phone. That phone was going on.
It was all on the news and everything.
It's sad.
I had mentioned that, and I was like, look, it's time for the lawmakers to get a hold on this thing. And they done had so many this weekend. They had so many different rallies in front of. They was in Washington and all these different states. People done came together.
Right.
And, they like, look, we done had enough of this. Y'all got to figure out this thing about these guns. So
even with also with the situation with Ghana and Slime Life and all them, they still in jail.
Yeah, still in
jail. They will not be released.
And then we lost
on those Ricos. Yeah, we lost. Man. I don't even know what to say. We lost trouble.
Yes.
But when I tell you, them women coming out the woodwork, did you see all those women talking about their relationship with Trump? But he was a ladies' man.
Yeah.
He's fine. So you can't get mad that Trump got ladies.
They had a visual and stuff for him this past,
at Crown Park. So I didn't get to go because I knew it was going to be a movie. People wasn't really going. I mean, you going to celebrate him, but people were definitely going to see everybody that's going to be there. Because, that's the spot, that's the hood, so everybody go to that park. So
I think we got our guest up. Mr. Hawthorne, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right.
Big Red in the building.
Welcome, Hawthorne James, a.k.a. Big Red. How are you?
Great. How about yourself?
We're wonderful.
Doing great. Talking about all this madness that's going on in this crazy world.
Oh, shit. There was plenty of that to go around.
You got that right. It definitely is not a shortage.
Especially in ATL. Let's say that much.
Well, welcome to the show, y'all. Everybody know who this man is. He done been in everything.
Everything.
Acted.
Right, from Martin Lawrence to everything else.
The 5 Heartbeats, you just name it. There was some movies that I didn't even know that you were in, like Speed, and it was a whole bunch of them that I didn't know that you.
The Color Purple, that was it.
Color Purple.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that though. I remember that.
So, Mr. James, what are you into now? Tell us what you got going on. I see all the plaques on the wall. You're such a legend in everything that you do. So, what you got going on? You still looking handsome as ever?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. That's right.
Try to steady your camera. Are you holding it?
I'm actually holding it because I was going to do my computer, but I could never get it to the link to come through.
Oh, okay.
You can't have nothing to stand it up? Can you prop it up on something?
You know what? Let's see if I can.
Oh, Lord.
Let's see if you can.
Now we got you sideways.
Now you're sideways.
Uh-oh.
That's it. Just leave it like that. That's fine.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's good.
That's good.
Are you good?
Yeah,
yes.
That's it.
Perfect.
That's it.
Perfect.
Hey. All right, we gonna get you together. So what you got going on? Like what's going on right now?
Well, I've got several films out now running on Amazon and Tubi. One called Flint Tale.
Okay.
About the Flint water crisis.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
A Day of Trouble, and another one called A Polished Soul. But I've got one that's coming soon. I don't know when, but it's called Daughters of Dolomite.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That sounds interesting.
That's definitely gonna be dope.
Yeah.
How long have you been acting?
I've been making my living at it. My last 9-to-5 job was in 1986.
Okay. What were you doing before acting? And how did it come about?
Well, it came about because there's always something that I wanted to do. I wanted to try. I have degrees in theater from the University of Notre Dame. I have a bachelor's, and I have my master's from University of Michigan, and then I got offered scholarships to go to Yale and Cornell to work on my doctorate,
Oh,
but
wow.
I didn't do it. I went and I taught in the theater department at Illinois State University for a couple of years.
Okay.
And then I said, well, let me see if I can do this professionally, see if I can really make a living. So it was either going to New York or going to LA. And everybody I knew had gone to New York, and I always wanted to be different.
Yeah.
So I moved to LA, and I knew one person there, the girl I had been dating. I moved in with her.
Okay.
And that's how, and I start, I had to get a 9-to-5 job, so I started teaching gymnastics, and I worked in mail rooms and sold paper airplanes.
Oh, wow.
And something. But I kept doing a lot of theater.
Yeah.
At a place called the Inner City Cultural Center, and that's why I met several of the people who were producing films, and they put me in, and gave me a role here, a role there, one line here, one line there, and that's how it started.
Okay.
So let me ask. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Toy. So let me ask you a question. Out of all the roles that you have done, because I've looked at all of your movies, and it's so many to count. But which one was your absolute favorite?
Most memorable.
All of them are.
All of them. That's good.
Yeah, but they're all for different reasons. Like my very first film I did with Rudy Ray Moore, and it was called The Disco Godfather. It was a non-union movie, and I played the lead bad guy, Stingray, and I got paid $50 a day, and I think I worked for 2 days, maybe 3, but I think it was just 2. Boy, but I thought I was rolling in dough.
I know that's right.
$50 in 1979. That was like, I never made that much money in one day in my life, So,
Right.
But so that was very important to me because it was my first movie, and Rudy was very important to me because of the fact that Rudy hired, just about every black folk he could find. I mean, Rudy's movies were directed, produced, written, starring, the crew were as many black folks on it as you possibly could find. Rudy started off a lot of black folks in this business, giving them their first jobs, their first shot at doing things.
That's definitely important.
Going back to like 5 Heartbeats, that's a film that's important to me because of the fact that it raised my public profile.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
That film did that. So that's important to me for that. Speed is important because it opened up the universe, the world a little bit. Although 5 Heartbeats, I got people coming up to me from Poland and Japan who know 5 Heartbeats.
We all know that.
5 Heartbeats. And the funny thing about 5 Heartbeats, it really didn't do all that well at the box office. It was later on in video and everything that when it really took off and everybody really fell in love with the movie, and Lord knows how many times I've seen it. I don't know.
Right.
It's been many, many times.
I can quote it with my eyes closed.
I can. You have like one of the most distinct, memorable faces in the industry. So, which mainly has mostly landed you in the roles of playing like a villain or a tough guy. How do you feel about it being depicted as a bad guy?
Well, it's if you can't be the lead good guy, the bad guy is the best role.
Right. Right.
Because it opens it up, and the way I look at acting is you have to bring a lot to the table. You can't play a bad guy as a bad guy. I'm not scared of the guy walking down the street who's I know to avoid him.
Right.
It's the guy that's looking you straight in your face and smiling at you and say, hey. As soon as you turn your back, you got 42 knives stuck in your back.
Right. Absolutely.
That's true.
Cutthroat.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it seems like over the years you might have been a little mischievous in your real life. So is it a stretch for you to play these roles, or does it kind of come a little bit second nature to you? I guess I'm asking, are you a real life bad guy?
Right. Are you a retired bad guy?
How do you answer something like that?
I don't know.
I'm a kid from the South Side of Chicago. So, and back in when I was growing up, there was no integration. So in my neighborhood, there were doctors, there were lawyers, there were pimps, there were prostitutes, you name it. You got to see everybody. You got to see the whole spectrum of life.
Absolutely.
And you got to say, I tell everybody all the time, I never want to be a pimp. And the reason being, they work too hard. I love those guys. But I got to see the doctors, I got to see the lawyers, my parents were college graduates, but even though they couldn't get jobs, even though they were college graduates, they could not get jobs. So we were eating, we were just like everybody else eating beans.
Right.
When we could get it. But I got to see some of everybody. And then being fortunate enough to be able to go to the universities that I have. So I got to hobnob with everybody, and I got to see different the spectrum of life. So I can pull from those experiences to put into the characters that I play. So no, I've done some things here and there, but by the time I got to college, it was like, that ain't my life.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. You had your pivotal moment.
Yeah. It was, and it took me all the way to college to realize you have a future. So I never get down on people who have done wrong in life. I always encourage them to understand that you can do something different.
Right.
I never, look down on somebody because they have been incarcerated, etc. Because I could have been there, but for the grace of God, and I mean that literally.
Right.
There, but for the grace of God, go I.
Yeah.
So speaking of, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but speaking of that, being of those words of wisdom, I love to listen to Sidney Poitier and Maya Angelou, and I know you had the chance of working with him. How was it when you met him? Like, how did that come about when you working with him like that?
I never worked with Sidney.
You never worked with Sidney Poitier?
No.
Have you had a chance to meet him?
I never even met him.
You haven't?
I worked with his daughter.
Okay.
His daughter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
worked with his daughter once in a play. But him, I know people who knew him,
Right.
who were friends of his, who were around him all the time, and they talked about how active he was and et cetera, and he was an interesting person to me because of the fact that he never let anything stop him from doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And exactly.
He never backed away from the society at large, because he could have said, to hell with everybody, and I'm just going to be Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, he was active. He was involved in the everyday struggle of everyday people.
Yeah. Because I know back in the days, it was hard for black actors and directors and everything, so I know you had to experience that.
I don't know what you mean back in the day.
It's
Well, you
hard.
gotta understand, in '79, I was just born, so for me, back in the day, I was just a baby when y'all was acting.
Understood. And that was, when you say back in the day, that's my very first movie, like I say, with Rudy was '79. But it's in a certain way, it's even harder today than it was before.
You right.
Yeah.
Because
You're right.
The industry has changed.
A lot.
And it's not run by people who care about the art. It's run by business people
It's right. Exactly.
who care about the bottom line.
Absolutely.
So, piggybacking a little bit off of what you're saying, what do you feel like is the key to the longevity in this industry? Like what to keep? I mean, because you've been around and
Or how do you
still
market
doing your
yourself?
thing. So how do you continue to do it?
I see the both of y'all.
Oh, you couldn't at first?
You couldn't see us?
No.
Oh, we thought you'd been able to see our pretty faces the whole time.
We thought you could see us.
No, I'm just not seeing your pretty faces.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great.
I thought you could see us.
So what's the key to longevity in this industry? Because this is a hard one, entertainment.
Yeah, it is. And I always say the key for me is education
Yeah.
and learning craft. Because it's easy to play 20 when you're 20. But what happens when you get to be 40?
Yeah.
And you can't play 20 anymore?
Sure cannot.
You know, you have to learn the craft. You have to age with the craft.
Okay.
And most people don't do it.
Do it. Yeah, exactly.
Now that's the truth.
They don't have the chops for it.
That's a good answer.
Yeah,
That's the first time I heard that, and I like that.
You know, because after 40 and stuff, your legs, your knees, back start hurting.
Things start happening now.
Things start breaking down.
But no, I mean, you have to understand that if you want, it's not being a star. See, most people want to be a star.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to be an actor.
That's
Okay.
right.
And everything else that comes with being an actor comes with that, with the recognition and the celebrity and the stardom, etc. All of that stuff. But that's not what drives me.
Mm-hmm.
Being an actor is what drives me. And don't get me wrong, I love every minute of the attention.
Yes.
Every time I walk out my door, people know me.
That's right.
But you know why I like that so much? Is I did something that made people
Remember you.
That's
Yes,
right.
that's right.
That's the important thing. I did something right in my craft.
Yeah.
Right. Now, go ahead. I was gonna say, about Mr. James, we around the show we have a hot topic here, and it's our hot topic time. So we want you to stay and be involved in our hot topic because we need all of your grace and your
wisdom.
your wisdom. Okay. Because
You put me on the spot.
Yeah, we young school daters, so we need some of that old school wisdom as well.
Okay.
All right, so go on and kick it off, Toy.
So our hot topic today, can we get the hot topic up?
Let's see, get that hot topic.
Have you ever walked away from a relationship while you were still in love with that person? Did you hear that?
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it. Now that was another difficult. I got kicked to the curb.
So you didn't necessarily walk away. She walked away.
I got kicked away.
Oh Lord.
But that's really tough. Yeah, I mean, relationships are very hard especially in this industry. But forget this industry. Just relationships in period are hard.
Right.
And yeah, I probably have broken up with somebody that I was still in love with because I don't know how to say this because it's like I know guys that will date any girl that walks by their eyesight. I've never been like that. Every time I can't say every time, but I can't lie like that. 95% of the time, if you see me with a woman, it's a woman that I looked at and said, "Can I spend the rest of my life with?"
All right.
Okay.
And it didn't work all the time because I've dated lots of women and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the woman that I'm with right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been with her, I don't know, she knows all the dates. we met in the mid 90s, I think she always said, but mid to like 97, 98. But I dated her for a minute, and then we moved away. She moved to Vegas, and then for some reason the relationship got rekindled.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't trade this right now. I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world because of the fact that she holds her own, and that's what I appreciate.
That's good.
She's a hard-working person. She's not in the industry, although she has a beautiful voice, and she used to be. She worked in the recording industry, and she had a couple opportunities to sing. But that's not the thing. It's like somebody who really has your back.
Yeah.
And I've had
Right.
two relationships like that.
That's good.
One I helped raise her children.
Okay.
And I have two stepdaughters who I love immensely, who I'm still in debt because I paid for their college education.
Oh Lord.
But I wouldn't change that for anything in the world. So, but no, I don't think I've ever really walked away from somebody on my own. It was just circumstances. I mean, it just didn't work.
Right.
I
Right.
understand.
Well,
What
my
about
take
you?
on it was, I'm just going to read off what I had put in the comments because I commented on it earlier. But I said, yes, I have. I said, and it was one of the hardest things to do and move forward. I said, because you are still in love, and wait a minute. And love anyone else that may be interested in you gets compared to that person. I said, and And that can really become a problem in trying to establish a new relationship with someone else. I said you find yourself looking for the same characteristics in the new person, etc., or just trying to one up or upgrade to make yourself feel better. I said you really have to take time to clear your head after that. I said, but I will talk about it more on the show. So that's just my take on it. I have.
You had a lot to say.
Well, because I've been there. Actually, I guess I'm kind of still in it, where I had to walk away from somebody that I really care about, but because it wasn't doing what I needed it to do. And sometimes some people aren't just meant to be together, or they aren't. They're not in the same place, basically. One's wanting one thing and one's wanting another. So I had to walk away from it. I still love them, but it is just what it was. So on to the next.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's what that was.
Phew. My take on it was I was forced to walk away from somebody when I still loved them because of the situation. Sometimes walking away is the best answer, because if not, you could do something to put your life in jeopardy or do something that you'll regret. Mm-hmm. So walking away, if you force, I had on situations, yes. But have I had to let someone go? And like you said, I'm still dealing with that now because I do love someone, but it's just, we just can't. It's just, we're like oil and water. And sometimes what you want to work is just, it doesn't happen that way. But, you have to kind of just walk away and just let things be. Now, whatever God got for you, or if it's meant, then if it's meant. But sometimes you got to be that adult and to know when enough is enough.
Yeah, that's true.
And when to know when you know when something is compatible for you and when something is not. You can't let sex be a reason why you stay with somebody, or finances on reason why you stay with somebody. You kind of have to stay with somebody, like you said, somebody that has your back.
That's right.
And not only your emotions, but, your physical, mental, my peace of mind is a lot for me. After the age of 40, you think about your peace. Mm-hmm. So it's no more about the bad boy or the rah-rah type man. You want a man of peace. You want a man of structure. You want a man of dignity. You want a family man. So sometimes things just don't work out. But, you wish them well, but you gotta let them go. You can love them all day, but you gotta let them go.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna read off Anna, which that's our other host here. She's not here with us today, but she did comment. She said, "Yes, because I can't be the only one faithful, while the other party is constantly window shopping, and has women in his back pocket during any type of gaps." She said, "I need security, peace, and commitment." She went on to say, "I have my trust issues because of it." So for her sanity, that's what she felt like she had to walk away, even though she still loved the person. Mm-hmm. And then to touch on another one of our regulars, Shalise, she says, it was necessary for my mental and physical health. Mm-hmm. She said, had I stayed, so many things could have went wrong. She said, she said she had become angry and just become somebody that she wasn't. So in order to, for her mental sanity, she had to basically walk away from the situation. So I get it. And like I said, it's a rough thing to do, but it doesn't mean that you don't love that person. It just means that you just got to let it go, and there's another opportunity for you to have something greater with someone else. So yeah.
So Mr. James, are you married now?
Well, I'm in.
We put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Because I'm not married in the sense. We did the paperwork.
Okay.
Legally.
Yeah.
Okay. But y'all been together for a long time.
Have you been married before?
No, never been married.
Wow. Okay. Is it because of your career? You say
you've been a player.
No. Let's see. Look at her. She just threw you all under the bus and everything.
This is the reason in my mind.
Okay.
Because I was with like I said, the woman before, I was with her for over 20 years, and I helped raise her children.
Oof.
but I never wanted that paperwork because it seems to me everybody that I know has gotten divorced.
Yep.
And it all starts with that paperwork. It's like now you belong to something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a slavery contract.
Yeah, and I just never wanted to feel like that.
Yeah.
I never the other person. If you want to walk, then walk.
Walk.
I
Okay.
don't want you around me if you don't want to be around me.
Okay.
You
I
better
just don't have
preach
time
it.
for that.
I love it.
I have a life.
I need a man like you. Tell it. Because these men don't
They
understand it.
don't. They don't.
They don't understand it at all. It
Oh,
seems like
God.
everybody now is getting divorced, especially now
Yeah.
in our society. Like, people not getting married for love anymore. They get married for the wrong
Well,
reasons.
if they even get married, because
And
it's
it's like-
almost obsolete.
Right. Or you can date for so long, and then time you get married, boom, you finna get a divorce a year or two later. I don't understand it. It's like a gift and a curse.
No, and the industry I'm in, I don't know. I can't make plans. If you say I want to go on a cruise in October, I can't commit to that
Mm-hmm.
because I literally, I've been at home talking about, damn, I need to make some money. I don't know how am I going to pay my bills next month. And the phone rings and they say, can you be on the plane tomorrow morning?
And you're like, yeah,
Yep.
that's it. That's your life. That's what you do. You know, but that's difficult though to commit to that totally. I mean, we ain't even all the way into the industry, and I can already feel that. You know, I can already feel the pressure of, oh, you don't have time for me. You know, I get that a lot.
I
Like,
do
oh, you don't
too.
have time for me.
Yes.
You're always doing this. You're doing that. You got to go here. You got to be there.
Yes.
You know. So have you experienced that? I know you have. And
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, but fortunately, you know, the women that, like I said, the 20-year relationship and the relationship that I'm in now, they understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the 20-year relationship. She was an actress anyway, so she understood.
Okay.
And then you know, I took my responsibilities very seriously of helping raise her children.
Mm-hmm.
And the relationship I'm in now, it's like we just bought a house together.
oh, okay.
All right.
I've owned the house before.
Well, you seem like you're happy in your new relationship, or not new relationship, in your current relationship. But it's not new. Y'all been together for a while now, right?
Yeah, for at least 10 years. I would
Oh,
say,
awesome.
You know? So it's not new. And she actually has a ring I gave to her. There's one of these plaques on the wall. What's it say? Secretary of State, domestic partners. That's what it is. So we got the paperwork on the wall.
So you can do paperwork just to be in a domestic relationship? I don't have to marry nobody?
Yes.
Oh, I can do that all day then. Look, I mean, I have been married, but I'm recently divorced, so I want to do it again, but I'm so scared to even do it because it's not the same. My parents were married. I'm 41 now, so my parents have been married forever. So I would want the same thing, but these days it doesn't work, and I'm not even going to put myself in that situation again. But the partnership, yeah, I can be a partner as long as I'm not saying I do, but I can be loyal to you, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. It's my commitment.
Mm.
I don't need a piece of paper to tell me I'm committed or not.
Yeah. You're right about that.
I am or I'm not.
Okay.
You just made me think about a lot of stuff, Mr. James. I'm not sitting here thinking. My mind is really swirling
That's
now.
that wisdom for you.
That's that wisdom. That's the real wisdom.
It is. Man, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
It
oh,
has.
guys. A legend in the game and schooling us.
That's right. So, Mr. Hawthorne, I have a segment here on Love and Hips TV called KP Around the House, and it's just about things that I do in the industry. I'm in the industry as well. So we got a couple of clips, that I want you to check out. So let's let you check that out with your girl KP.
All right.
So that's me and Julio. We was at an event. You gonna play the video? Okay. So.
What you say over there, Red? Only thing I see your cue head. DJ Jelly Live. Hey, let me do this for the Geminis right now, though. As y'all eat, right here, TGI Friday, Stonecrest.
Alright, y'all heard my boy Jelly pull up right now. We at TGI Friday, Stonecrest, going down. Pull up right now, going down. So yes, that was shout out to my boy DJ Jelly. He's one of the hottest DJs here in Atlanta with V103. I appreciate him. Every time he has an event, I always pull up for him. Shout out to my boy Pastor Troy. He's an ATL legend here. So we was, chilling at Nouveau with Jagged Edge, listening to amazing music. Julio Jones, he's amazing. Everybody loves him in the ATL. Yeah, he was drafted, but he's still an ATLian, so we love him no matter what. And
that was mine.
That's Toy. She was out and about. So as you can see, we network. We go to all the hottest events here in Atlanta. So we both want to be actors. So by you being on our show, it's definitely uplifting for us because it helps us to keep pushing, to keep growing, to be actors, and to keep doing just to walk in the path that you've already signed for us. Yeah. So we're honored.
That's great. Because other people open those doors for me.
Yes.
Awesome.
Like I say, Rudy Ray Moore opened that door wide open for me.
Yeah.
There's a guy named Cliff Rockmore who wrote and produced with Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
So other people open the doors for me, and I'm very happy to open the doors for everybody else. Because see, I have more knowledge about the industry than most people, because of the fact that my last 9-to-5 job, I was one of the highest executives in Hollywood.
Okay.
Oh wow!
I was head of the post-production department, post-production ancillary department at TriStar Pictures.
Okay.
And so I know I've written, I've produced, I've directed, and been in the ivory tower. So I know this business back and forth, left and right. And
I was
most
just about to say
actors
that
have never been in that kind of capacity before.
So before we have to let you go, just let everybody know what you got coming up again and how we can continue to follow you. Of course, we already know who you are. We know how to Google you.
and I definitely want to talk to you more offline as far as getting, as that industry.
Definitely.
But let us know.
No problem. Of course, I'm Hawthorne James on Facebook, but my Instagram is Hawthorne, HAWTHORNE 2995. That's Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Hawthorne James at Twitter. But I very rarely use Twitter anymore. But Instagram, you can hit me up, and y'all guys have my phone number anyway, so I can't get rid of you guys.
No, you can't. We stuck. We are stuck.
I was gonna say before I let you go, I want to make sure you do keep in contact with us and let us know what you got going on, and we are going to definitely reach out to you. And my office hours are what? 9 to 5. Love you, Mr. Hawthorne. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Wow.
Oh, man, that was amazing.
Great. When I tell you, I got butterflies in my stomach. I love it.
Like a kid, like, hey.
I love when we have guests that spits that knowledge to us, because we're young in this industry and we're growing. But to see somebody that's already in it and only can make the connects, it makes my stomach, my mind is going. Like I'm ready. Like I'm finna be here to him tonight.
To him again. I mean, we can talk to him.
We can talk to him all night. Yes, we can.
Yes.
And we will.
We definitely will.
And look, and
he said he ain't gonna be able to get rid of us.
And he not. We in a partnership. Sorry.
Oh man, that has been a great show. So, oh my God.
Yes. So, like I said, us being in this industry, Toy, like this is our third season strong. So
we are coming up
yeah.
on our anniversary, coming up beginning of August. Man, y'all.
I don't know what to say.
We have been in here, and we still here.
It's been an amazing blessing and an amazing journey. You know,
Yes.
everybody has, you know, the highs and the lows, but it's been a consistent journey.
And definitely
that's
just
the
a
process.
learning experience
Right.
for us. I mean, it is amazing. We still love coming here and doing this show and engaging y'all in
Absolutely.
talking. Yeah, I mean, every little bit about it. You know, the engagement that we have with our audience on Facebook and on our other.
Yeah,
things. Make sure
and y'all
listen
can
to
call,
us,
and
too.
y'all can call in also and talk to us.
Yes.
You know,
Don't be afraid.
Also,
we
like
don't
you
bite
said,
a
you
little
know,
bit, but not a lot.
you can Google us. We're on all social media platforms anytime. So
Y'all can listen to us.
Absolutely. Or
Yeah.
if you want to be a sponsor with Love and Hips, if you want to promote your whatever you got going on, hit us up.
Definitely.
We definitely can help you, you know, make that major move with your business, with networking, with growing and
Getting
learning.
into this industry.
Absolutely.
New
It's
artists
called-
coming on the show.
Absolutely. Stepping out on faith. If y'all want to perform, bring your artists, DM us, let us know, send us your music, anything. If you have to step out on faith, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to learn how to invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, ain't nobody else gonna believe in
true.
yourself. You know?
That's true.
So you got to do it. We're
And
here
just
to
don't
help.
be afraid.
That's
Just
right.
To leap and step out there and you know, start looking for opportunities in the lane that you're trying to go in. You know.
Absolutely.
I got some stuff. I'm always got a project, but if you really know me, you know that I'm really into journalism and I'm into writing. That is my passion. And so y'all, I got some stuff. I got somebody that I'm talking to that's going to help me because she's been doing it for a long time. It's a famous author. And I'm excited to be talking to her this week, actually. So you got to reach out to those people and don't be afraid because like he was saying, He's gonna help. You know, he's gonna reach out.
It just takes one person.
That's it. That's
One.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely, one person. So and like Toy said, she's into journalism and writing. I don't like to do none of that writing. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like to do none of that writing.
Y'all see me over here doing all this.
Right. I'm the kind of person I'm pull up, show me where the camera at, lights, camera, action.
Let's
we
talk.
on. Let's go. See, that's me.
I'm all over here like
She likes to write. She's the analytical
I
one.
done
So
wrote it out.
everybody has your niche. Learn your lane.
Yeah.
I know my lane. Toy knows her lane. Anna knows her lane. Learn your lane. If y'all want to, like she said, hit us up. Be in a DM, but let it be on some business. Please
stuff.
don't hit us up on.
Oh Lord, I want to take you on a date.
Cause it's not. I'm telling you right now.
It ain't gonna work.
I'm
for
gonna
you.
shoot you.
It ain't
It's
gonna work
over.
for you.
I'm shoot your shot. Boom. It's over. Sorry. Don't shoot your shot. Okay. But if it's about business and it's about learning and helping you in this industry, we're here to help. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's my
And
little
we
tidbit
just-
from your girl,
yeah.
KP.
And
Miss
you know, just
Decatur.
as we do it more, we get to meet so many people. So
Yeah.
you got to start from somewhere. So you know, it's just a great thing. So
Okay.
yeah, man.
I like these little tidbits and gems. So, who is going to be on our next show? Because we're excited about this next artist. So, who our next artist is?
We got a special comedian
What
coming
we
in
got?
here.
Let me know. I think his name is Mr. Marvin Dixon. Mr. Dixon. Woo, can I get a bell? Can I get the bell?
Dixon comedian is coming on.
Okay.
So we get to get our laugh on.
Yeah.
We are
Yes.
looking forward to talking to Mr. Dixon on the next show. And we knew you all were still also looking forward to laughing it up with Mr. Collier. So
Collier.
we're going to get that rescheduled for y'all to talk to him as well. But I couldn't have asked for a better guest as a substitution guest. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Mr. Hawthorne, for coming through.
You can't get
and
rid of
talking
us.
to us. Nah,
Y'all
man.
heard him. He said it. We can't get rid of him.
We are your adopted
Daughters.
daughters.
Yes.
official. So
So tell our new stepmama, hey.
exactly. He happy with his boo.
Hey, let me tell you, the woman back in the day, his age, because he said he was with a woman for 20 years. That would not happen these days. You is not going to be with me for 20 years and ain't put no ring on it. You lucky to get 3.
But you know, he just had a whole relationship. They raised children together.
But
and
I love I love the theory that he said about the contract. That is so true. About once you get married, that contract, he was like, I don't care about all that.
He said it's the paper that causes the
See,
problem.
that's that old school right there. Yeah, it is. That's that old school. That's a man of wisdom.
And probably some truth. It's got to be some truth in that, you know.
It's a lot of truth because he said everybody he know divorce. That's crazy. That says a lot.
It does.
I'm not saying that we don't honor the marriage unit.
Yeah.
I don't say that. It's not for everybody. But I'm saying, let's be real. Let's look at, certain things. Back in the day, it used to work. These days, it might not work.
That's a good hot topic for one of our upcoming shows. To talk about that. Like, how do people still really feel about marriage versus just being in a committed relationship with somebody without the paper?
That's right. And also, we're going to do a love and hip speed dating. It's coming soon.
Yes, y'all get
we ain't saying nothing about it yet, but it's coming soon. So
we got a lot of things coming up. Y'all stick with us. We will see you all back here in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Bye. Love and Hips out.
Animalistic for attraction. What else could it be? Said your vision isn't hazy. Then who do you see?